Hey guys, how's it going? DonScizor here, bringing you the week 1 team builder of the DBC, the Dutch Battle Competition. This week we're playing against the Bakel Beedrills, which was my opponent in the final of Season 3. So I'm looking forward to a good match because Jeffrey and his team, they're good. Obviously, he is the champion of last season. You don't become champion without a reason. So we have a rough start to the season, but I'm excited and looking forward to it. I think we have a good matchup. On the right, you can see the team that Jeffrey has with his Bakel Beedrills, and on the left, the team that I'm bringing, which I will talk about later. Jeffrey's rocking a team of Ninetales, Mega Scizor, Zera Aura, Covagrigus, Victory Bell, Mamoswine, Blastoise, Latias, Scrafty, Cradily, and Sylveon. I've categorized the Pokemon from top to bottom, the top being the Pokemon I expect for sure to come, and further going down what I expect least likely to come. Obviously, I think Sun is an option for him, seeing I have a Celesteela in my team, and a Scolipede, and a Rotom mode that none of them really prefer Sun. That's why I expect Ninetales for sure to come on his team. Mega Scizor is kind of a weird Pokemon in his team, a weird Mega, I think, being the fact that he doesn't appreciate fire moves at all to start with, and especially in a Sun team, it's not the Mega I would pick, but he can work with it, I'm sure, so I know for a fact he will bring that one against me. Zeraora is obviously not officially released yet, but is usable on the server we use for our battles, and it's a fast one Pokemon, and I know for sure that he's gonna bring it because he was way too excited for drafting it, and that's why it's coming. Covagrius, annoying ghost type Pokemon, can be annoying, can use Pain Split, but we have to watch out for the Trick Room option as well, because that can wreck a lot of my team, obviously. Victory Bell, if he's bringing someone, which I see, Victory Bell is a good option. With his ability, it doubles his speed and it can put in quite some work against my team. I have some options for it, which I will discuss in a minute. But it can still put in the work, so that's why I'm expecting Victory Bell. Mamoswine, obviously, with the Thick Fat ability, being able to put rocks on the field and just hitting Earthquake really hard or Ice Shard against the Gligar that I'm bringing or the Rotom Mode that I'm bringing. So that's the one I expect. Blastoise, because it's his spinner and it's a good water type Pokemon, especially in the sun. It can still be useful, like I said, due to the rapid spin option, and it's just a bulky Pokemon by itself. And the last four, Lati, I could see him bring it, but not really, to be honest. Same with Scrafty. It's a good Pokemon, but it's just, for me, too easy to take down, in my opinion. And Credilli I could see coming as well, but not really likely because it doesn't have a good matchup against my team, in my opinion. It could be just like a rock user, or stealth rock user, I mean, and just toxicking things. So he could go that way. And Sylveon, it is a good cleric option, but me having the able of like a Haxorus on the team still could bring Celesteela, obviously. I just don't see him bring Sylveon. Discussing our team, I'm gonna start with Pyroar, which has the nickname Nala. I'm giving it the choice scarf item basically because if Zero Aura is coming, which I do seem likely, I want to be able to outspeed it. Hyper Voice is a powerful stab move. It hits really hard. Flamethrower, obviously, if he brings the sun, and I can bring in Pyroar, my Flamethrower will hit even harder. And there's nothing on this team, including even a thick fat Mamoswine, that will appreciate Flamethrower. Hidden Power Crest is just there that in case Blastoise does come, I can hit it with a Hidden Power Crest. I didn't see any necessary use for another moveset on there, so the Hidden Power Crest is useful in that case. And last but not least, the Dark Pulse is also there. Seeing that I'm gonna outspeed the majority on this team, probably like all of the Pokemon on this team, Dark Pulse is a good move because his Go Greek is really good. And in case I get a flinch off, I can just freely get 2 hits off of everything. And I don't think he's gonna like that. Pyro's still gonna hit hard. Spreads 252 in attack, special attack, 252 in speed. running the timid nature. Nothing too special about this set, but I can see it put in the work. Next Pokemon on the team will be my Conkeldurr. Pennywise is the nickname. Rocking the Flame with the Guts ability. I was running the Calcs on his team, and when I get the boost from Guts, Conkeldurr just wrecks a lot on this team. Knockoffs there, obviously, for the Go for Griegas, but also to knock items off of some Pokemon. Fire Punch, mainly there. If the Scizor is up against my Conkeldurr, I can hit that really good. Drain Punch is there too, if the Go for Griegas is not on the field anymore, just to get some health back. And Mach Punch is there in case I need something to hit it like first time, not get any hit myself, and to just knock things off the field if possible. Um, Conkeldurr is rocking an adamant nature, not putting in any speed investment, seeing it's going to be slower than everything on the field. That's why 252 in HP, just to make it a little more bulkier and to be able to get more hits. 252 in attack and 4 in special defense. Not another special set anyway, but like I said, that Guts Conkeldurr is going to put in a lot of work against his team. Eclipse Gligar is coming as well. I decided that I could use some rocks on the field, could be useful against some of his Pokemon, like for example the Ninetales that I see coming, and just to get some chip damage out of everything to make it easier for like Conkeldurr and Haxorus to sweep things. The Earthquake is also there for the Zeraora. It's a tricky one, seeing the fact that Zeraora can run the Hidden Power Ice, which I do see him bring, but I have to put it on there anyway, maybe for the surprise or just to hit him if possible. U-turns there obviously for the momentum, and Roost. I was doubting on getting Defog on there, but like I said, Earthquake and U-turn had to be there, Stealth Rock had to be there, and I think it's more important for my Gligar to be on the field as long as possible, so that's why I opted for Roost instead of the defogging option. I gave it ability immunity basically because if he brings the likes of Cradily and he wants to toxic me, that's not going to happen. And I think that's useful in this match. I don't see any other useful ability in this week. Obviously, the Eviolite item to boost his defense and special attack a little bit more. And I made him a little bit all round in the spread. 252 HP, 152 in defense, 104 special defense with a careful nature. Basically being able to take hits from like every Pokemon, being able to take hits from the Scizor, the Cofagrigus, even the Ninetales, and all the other mons. And that's why I'm gonna bring Gligar, which is probably gonna be my lead as well. Then my buddy is coming here as well. The Haxorus is called Haxorus. Nothing too special here either, but this is a monster in my opinion. Rocking the Mold Breaker ability in case he wants to set up a substitute or anything. I really don't care about that. I'm still gonna hit him really hard. Rocking the Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Outrage. Earthquake obviously there for the likes of Ninetales. Poison Jab, if Sylveon decides to join the squad anyway, I can hit it really hard, and Outrage is just there to be an absolute monster of an attacking move in case I really need it. The only thing I was doubting about was to run a Jolly Nature or an Adamant Nature, but when I was calking against my opponent, I noticed that I don't need to run a Jolly Nature to outspeed a Zeraora on a +1 Dragon Dance, and that's why I opted to go for the Adamant Nature, just to be able to hit even harder and to get those kills. It's rocking the Expert Belt, so if it's a super effective move, for example against the Sylveon or a Ninetales, a +1 Poison Jab will kill the Sylveon, and a +1 Earthquake will also kill the Ninetales, so no bother worrying about that. It's rocking 252 attack, 252 in speed to just make sure that I am able to outspeed Zeraora on a +1, and a 4 special defense, just a little bit of defense in that monster. My fifth Pokemon on the team was Dusknoir. I decided I still need a little bit of a wall in my team against for the likes of Mega Scizor because it's still a good Mega, and if it is able to hit my team, I'm not going to appreciate it. I know Scizor obviously very well, so I know what it can do. Dusknoir is rocking the Ice Punch, Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Punch, and Shadow Sneak. I was doubting to go for a Fire Punch on here as well, but I already had enough Pokemon to deal with Scizor on its own with a Fire move. so that wasn't necessary. The Ice Punch is there, especially for the Lati, in case it's coming, so I can hit that really good. The Will-O-Wisp is to cripple like the likes of a Scizor, to just lower that attack stat. Thunder Punch, obviously, in case Blastoise is still there. And Shadow Sneak just being the option here to, like, if I really need to get some damage off the Chip It or rather to get a kill, it's there. And that's why I'm rocking Element Nature on it with 252 HP, a little bit of bulk investment, 252 attack, and 4 special defense. I was thinking about putting some defense or special defense investment in there, but when I was running the calcs, I noticed that if I wasn't doing a little bit more attack investment, I wouldn't be able to do much. And I do want to put pressure on his team, and that's why I decided to just leave it on the HP and the attack investment and to rock with that. I still think Dusknoir on its own with the 135 defensive stats is able to tank enough hits. And last but not least, we also needed a more special attacker, I think, because we only had the Pyro for that, and that's why I took Explode. I was doubting for a long time if I would still bring the likes of Celesteela, but in the sun, like I said, it's another good option. His Ninetales could be Scarf, so even with an Autotomize, I wouldn't be able to outspeed it. It would absolutely wreck me. His Terra Aura would be there to absolutely wreck me. Mega Gardevoir wasn't an option in my opinion because the likes of Mega Scizor being there and some other Pokemon that just could wall it too easy in my opinion. Greninja was also the option, but there wasn't really an option for me to bring him in this week with some lowering his water type moves. I just didn't see any use for him. So Explode, I'm all about the base. I like the name. It's coming to the match as well as my sixth and final Pokemon. Nothing special here, just rocking the Modest Nature to be able to hit as hard as possible with the choice specs. Like I talked about in the recap, the only move I'm really gonna use will be Boom Burst. In case it happens that I'm gonna be one-on-one versus the Mega Scizor, I did bring Fire Blast just to hit that even harder and to knock it out with one hit. Surf is mainly there just for like the priority on a or like a handy option against the Ninetales and the Mammoth in case that's a one-on-one. And extrasensory, I was looking for a fourth and final move. There wasn't any other option, so I just went with the extrasensory. Explode is running 252 in HP, just to make it a little more bulkier and to be able to deal with likes of an attacking move or a fighting type move. So that's a good thing. 252 in special attack and 4 in special defense. So that's the team that I'm bringing, and like I said on the left, you can see what I expect him to bring. I'm definitely looking forward to the match. I've played him last season twice, and he beat me twice, especially the one in the final was so close, and it's always not a fun moment to lose a final. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting my, yeah, like I said, getting my revenge on him. And I think it's possible. The team that I'm bringing, I have a lot of confidence in there. And we'll see how it goes. So thank you guys for watching. The match will be live tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And leave a like on it. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay.